Hello, Dan Richardson here. We're talking about the last week of Jesus' life on earth, guiding you through a 40-day reading plan. Today we look at material from 21 of Luke, the 21st chapter of Luke, and many of the signs of the end times, when things are going to get worse and worse. One of the things that Jesus predicts is the destruction of the temple. Now, this was a very rich source of pride for all of the Jews. They considered it national pride that they had such a beautiful building. It was considered one of the wonders of the ancient world, and it was under construction all of Jesus' life and still at this point. As a matter of fact, the final construction, the final ornamentation was not complete until 63 AD. And Jesus is saying these things are going to happen, and not one stone will be left upon another. And they were really upset about this. And we know that in 63 they finished the construction, but in 70 AD the Romans tore it apart. So 7 years is all that it stood in its final form, and that first prophecy of Jesus about the temple came true. Remember, the scribes and the Pharisees and the Sadducees had all tried to trick Jesus into saying something they could use as evidence, and none of them was able to. However, right here, that's one of the things that was brought up in his trials, is that he said he was going to destroy the temple, and they couldn't agree, and so that never did make it to the official charges against him. But that was one of the things that they were talking about, that he said he would destroy the temple. And of course, we're told in other gospels that he was actually talking about his body. 3 days he would raise it up again. So the real temple was Jesus himself. And he tells the parable of the fig tree, which gives us the indication that you can see when a fig tree is about to blossom and put forth its fruit. Well, it's not actually a blossom on a fig tree, I understand, but you can tell when it's about to give forth its fruit. Well, if you can tell that about fig trees, you can see the signs. We ought to be able to look around our world and see the signs of the Lord's work, and the signs that Scripture is being fulfilled. Be blessed.